Benjamin Netanyahu, the most disgusting human being, if you can even call him a human being at this point, on the face of the earth, has come out today and said that Israel intends to take full control of all of Gaza. Now, I did a video last week talking about how he proposed to annex parts of Gaza to his cabinet. That story was not widely enough reported on, but the sources were there. It wasn't a disputed story. And now he's coming straight out, and this was an interview with Fox News. So this is straight from the horse's mouth. This is not me making it up. This is not BBC making it up. This is from Netanyahu himself. He says that Israel is going to take control of Gaza in order to get rid of Hamas, which has, of course, been the justification for all the horrific shit that he has done over the past 2 years or more. Now, clearly, the fact that he says they don't intend to govern it and they intend only to take control temporarily is bullshit. Anybody who knows anything about Israeli politics, about the Israel-Palestine situation, about the ideology of most of the members of the Knesset and even most people in Israeli society, they want Gaza, they want the West Bank as part of Israel. They want to create a greater Israel. Most of Israeli society, and especially the current government, has never seen their current borders, the 1967 borders, as the final borders of Israel. The ethnic cleansing and the occupation in the West Bank and Gaza, ongoing slowly over decades and now more rapidly in recent years, has been a long-term project to expand the territory of Israel. And they believe in a religious sense that they are owed this land. Again, including Gaza and the West Bank. Why anybody would take Netanyahu's words on their face is already beyond me. I don't see how you can trust one of the most brazen sociopathic liars on earth who continues to claim that people aren't starving in Gaza, and if they are, it's because of Hamas. Of course, the explanation is always, it's because of Hamas. We're not the bad guys. The IDF, Israel, we're perfect little angels doing everything right. Anything bad that happens in Gaza is because of Hamas. Hamas, 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 Hamas. This has been the pro-Zionist, pro-Israel talking point for over 2 years now. It's mind-numbing. Anybody with any real knowledge on the situation knows how bullshit it is, and it will drive you insane to hear it over and over again from not just, hardcore pro-Zionist, pro-Israel people, including the government of Israel themselves, but even the Western media has parroted this talking point or this framing over and over again. Anybody who dares speak up about the starvation in Gaza, the genocide, the ethnic cleansing in Gaza, always gets met with the question, but what about Hamas? Hamas, Hamas, Hamas. Okay. Anyways, it'll drive you crazy. It drives me crazy. It's sick. But the point is, when Netanyahu says that they don't intend to govern it, they don't intend to keep it, they're just taking it over temporarily, it's 1,000,000% bullshit. Clearly, this is another part of their long-term plan to fully ethnically cleanse and seize the Gaza Strip, again, along with the West Bank, but we're particularly talking about Gaza here today with this statement. They're going to take it over. They're never going to give it back. They have no intention to ever give it back. They're going to continue their ethnic cleansing. They're just getting more and more brazen. They have Donald Trump. They got a great friend in the White House. The majority of the American Congress, Senate, and State Department are all pro-Israel, all pro-Zionist. They're going to let them do this. They're even going to have their back. They're going to continue to be Israel's sugar daddy and simultaneously Israel's bitch. It's a really disgusting look for America. It makes them look weak and pathetic, but also genocidal and monstrous. And, it's not just the Trump administration. Obviously, the Biden administration policy on Israel has been horrible. U.S. government policy on Israel has been disgustingly bad for decades, okay? It's not new, but I would argue it's even worse under Trump. There's things like bombing Iran on behalf of Israel that the Trump administration has done that even Biden wouldn't go there. So as horrible as it was under Biden, it's even worse under Trump. Netanyahu feels more emboldened than ever. And I think especially, there's something with genocidal dictator-like maniacs where when they feel cornered, when they feel like the whole world is against them, they kind of ramp up their crimes and atrocities because they start feeling like, okay, we got to start doing this faster before we potentially face repercussions. And I think Benjamin Netanyahu is feeling the heat. The global community is turning on Israel faster than ever. I mean, the citizens of the world have been turning against Israel for a long time now. The global opinion of them has been low, since very shortly after October 7th, if not before then, but especially since October 7th and just the horrible, horrific war crimes that have happened in Gaza. But with the current mass starvation, Israel has been more under fire from the international community than ever, not just from citizens, but from governments and government officials across the globe. And I think feeling this pressure, Netanyahu feels like, all right, we got to ramp this up. We got to get even more emboldened. We got to just go take control of Gaza, as if they didn't already basically have de facto control of it before. They control the flow of water, food, electricity. That's why they're able to starve the Gazans. That's why the siege, they basically had full control. This was never a war. Anybody who frames this as a war, and even myself sometimes, because it's repeated in the media so much as a war, I'll call it, the Israel-Palestine war or conflict. It's not a conflict. It's a genocide. It's an ethnic cleansing. It's an occupation. One side has all the power. One side are the victimizers. One side has no power. One side is the victims. And if you're too clueless to clue into what I'm saying, Israel has all the power. They're the victimizers. Palestinians are powerless. They're the victims. And you can scream Hamas all you want. We're not falling for it anymore. We see what you really intend to do. It's a colonial, genocidal, occupational, ethnic cleansing campaign that you are undergoing. We don't support it. We think it's disgusting. I wish myself and my fellow compatriots who view this as the moral stain on humanity that it is could do more about it. All we have is our voices, so we'll keep speaking up about it. But those in power need to get their fucking shit together, bring this to an end, because it's one of the most horrific things that has happened in the last 100 years of humanity, and it seems to only be getting worse. I wish I had better news, but this is just horrific.